Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are having a good Tuesday morning. It's November 10th. And yeah, so today we're going to be talking about the severe weather and the tropics at the end of the video. But yes, please consider subscribing and please leave a like. I would really appreciate it. Let's get started with the video now. So, like I said yesterday, we do now have a slight risk for areas of Illinois, northeastern Missouri, eastern Iowa, southern Wisconsin, and northwestern Indiana. Cities in that is Chicago, Madison, Milwaukee, Aurora, and Rockford, Illinois. And it almost goes down to St. Louis, but St. Louis, you're only in the marginal. So yeah, and then we do have a 5% tornado risk. So we actually have a slight risk for tornadoes today in eastern Iowa, northern and western Illinois, and southern Wisconsin and northeastern Missouri. Cities in that is Milwaukee, Madison, Aurora, and Rockford. And then we have a 15 wind and a less than 5 hail. Hail is not really a big threat today. We're not going to have a whole lot of instability either today. That's kind of an issue. That's one of the limiting factors for this event. So yeah, hopefully we'll actually be able to get something out of this because we had an event. I'm pretty sure it was the 22nd of October, and it busted pretty bad. It was a slight risk in eastern Iowa. If you want to go check out that video, it's up. Pretty sure it was like right there, yeah. And it busted. So yeah, then for day 2 and day 3, we don't have anything going on. So that's good. So yeah, and I just want to say this real quick. We might act if when the storms start initiating, if this looks good this afternoon, I might actually live stream because I haven't had severe weather in a long time. But so let's start looking at what's going to happen. So this is the HRR model. And keep in mind, this stuff back here, this precip, this is snow. It may not look like snow on this, but it is snow. And we're going to be talking about that a little bit also. But yeah, so we're going to have storms start initiating pretty much in the morning hours, actually, and kind of in Missouri and Iowa. They're going to form a stronger line, maybe some supercells in front of it, and they're going to move northeast. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to have today. We're going to have likely some embedded supercells, hopefully, in this area, or this could just completely bust. But I think that has actually a lower chance of happening than the last event. This looks pretty good. We can see, yeah, we have a pretty good squall line, likely damaging winds, and maybe a few tornadoes. Probably 1 to 4, I'd say. So yeah, hopefully we can get something out of this. Let's take some soundings. This is a more high resolution model. All right, so I'm pretty sure this was northern Missouri. So we have okay Cape. Dew point's only 59, so that's not really that's okay. We have shear of 200 or storm relative felicity of 212, and shear is okay, but overall not a very good sounding. It doesn't seem like we have enough shear down in Missouri. So let's take one up in Wisconsin. All right, here we go. This is more like it. We have a dew point of 64. We have ML Cape of 736, which isn't terrible for this time of year in Wisconsin. 64 dew point, and possible hazard type is tornado. We actually have good shear. So I would say that the best tornado threat is probably kind of close to the low pressure. It's probably not down in the Missouri, this area. I'd say it's probably like maybe a little bit of northeastern Missouri going all the way up to southern Wisconsin in this area, and maybe a little bit further to the east. So yeah. Let's look at some of the ingredients first. Let's look at Cape. This is a more high resolution model than we looked at yesterday. We looked at NAM-NEST yesterday. Today we're looking at the HRR, and the HRR is more reliable. It's more correct. All right, so we have around 700 Cape in most areas. So not a whole lot of Cape to work with, but we have a little bit. So now let's talk about our winter storm. Just give it a second here. All right, here we go. So we're going to use the NAM3 because why not? We're going to go to the national. And let's look at how much snowfall we're going to get from this. We're not going to be looking at it too much today. My throat kind of hurts right now, so sorry about that. But yeah, so we're going to be seeing likely maybe almost a foot of snow in Minnesota and northern Wisconsin if you get into some of those bigger, more strong bands. So yeah, we're going to be seeing widespread 1 to 5 inches, though, for much of like southeastern South Dakota, central and southern Minnesota, and northern Wisconsin. But yeah, now so let's talk about the tropics real quick. So we have Eta, 60 miles per hour, has strengthened a little bit. The cone really hasn't changed much from yesterday. It still weakens to a depression before it makes landfall like Sunday. Theta is good. Then we have Theta, which is 50 mile per hour winds over here. And Theta is just going to move east as a tropical storm. I'll be at the wrap of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be back later. But yes,